this is a type of state. And the interesting thing about it is I started really liking them brackets, because the brackets are so like signal so much, I feel like, because you have two things going on, right? You have a situation where it's like, okay, there's a certain political hope that is within the bounds of the order, that is the political, right? That the political shapes, that the political embodies, right? So you have a certain order that's structured against Black life, right? And within these bounds, you have certain positions you can get to. You can become the rich and wealthy capitalist. You can become the political statesman. You can become the police officer, the military official. You can become all of these different things, right? If you just buy in, right, and orient all of your energies towards reaching that center, right? Yeah, you may be on the margins. Even at like amongst Black people, we see this. Maybe on the margins. Okay, cool, but just buy into the political. The moment you buy into it, you set. You know what I mean? And this is where the hope is. This is that the request for representation, when representation does nothing to end up getting us free, right? This is the request that, or this is the trying to play off of Black buying power and all of these silly things, trying to build up the Black businesses that aren't oriented towards serving Black communities primarily, but are oriented towards building them their own selves up. These businesses that aren't aimed at any form of economic alternative building, but instead integration and incorporation into the broader system we're living in, right? So it's a thing about orientation, right? When somebody seeks to build themselves up, right, get a form of redress, right, a form of representation, a form of incorporation in the political world, within the political, and they look towards these different political mechanisms to achieve these things, and they put their hope in these things. That's when they engage in political hope, right? The interesting thing is, though, that on a structural level, on a systematic level, what's happening is that because the political is structured and necessarily produces ongoing Black death, that ongoing Black death simultaneously, while the political is this person who's orienting their energies towards incorporation, while the political is their hope. At the same time, because of what the political is structured against, ongoing Black death is also their hope. You see what I mean? And this is why we have a situation where the Black being, Blackness becomes a form of political hope. But when you look at the people, when you look at the condition that Blackness instills on people because of how it's positioned in a political context, what we have is a political hopelessness, right? So that political hope is built on the hopelessness of the condition that a group of people is dealing with and going through. And that's the core. That's the interesting turn there. It's like, whoa, what? Like that's a weird dynamic at play, you know?